This is the Hello World Podcast. What other signs could you give to our listeners so that kayo ha, mag-assess kayo ha, start assessing whether you have more of these symptoms. And as you go through these warning signs, which one could really be major warning signs? Are there minor warning signs? And how can one really tell how many symptoms ba out of a list does one need to have for one to say, I'm qualified for burnout ako?
I think yung sickness is that's the worst level. If you have
Mhm.
chronic sickness, like if you do have something that goes on every month, and if you always have that feeling of unhappiness, and you felt that you have no meaning, you always ask
Mhm.
yourself, am I in the right job?
Mhm.
Do I have to really do this? If you always, feel as a certain part missing in your life, then that's already an indication. And
Mhm.
yun nga, it really depends on the person in terms of the level of sickness also. Like for example, a simple headache might be normal to you. Pero nga, if it comes again and again and again, then there's really
Mhm.
something wrong with that. And yung there are really different levels for different people. But what I can say is that you have to just look at yourself in terms of how do you operate before and now. I mean, if
Mhm.
you see yourself, you're just living by the day just to get by.
Mhm.
Diba? You just do your work for the sake of doing it, and you don't find the
Mhm.
meaning of why you do what you do, and you don't find your work as the best way to really spend your time. That's really a burnout day. You're just operating like most people do. Um,
Mhm.
and without meaning, that really is the biggest problem. I'd
So
say.
one way is to look and observe at how you were doing before, and then all of a sudden something happens, no? And then
Yes.
you realize, why am I doing? I'm not like this. This is not me. Tama? So.
Yeah. Like for example, Louis, when I started working for, let's say, Emirates Airlines,
Mhm.
I started in 2016. I really loved my job so much. I mean, I look forward to traveling because I got to travel, I mean, many parts of the world, at least every 3 months when I used to be single, because I used to audit these stations. And I really used to do a lot of work, which really gives me so much interest because I'm always about finding gaps, finding solutions. But it was really in 2014 that, I've reached that stage where I was always sick. I was unhappy with whatever I'm doing, no matter the size. Even if I'm getting recognition, it doesn't give me joy anymore.
Mhm.
And that's about burnout. Even if you enjoy what you're doing before and you don't
Mhm.
enjoy it now, then that's also an indication. Because we always have to assess yourself what's happening
Mhm.
now compared to before, because you're the best person to gauge in terms of how are your emotions fluctuating, and how is your body functioning also. So
Mhm.
it's a combination of many things, but every person needs to assess themselves to what are they feeling about their work, and that will give them an indication. Am I really, if you start to ask yourself, am I in the right job? Like sabi nga nila, for the first if you 3 days continuously ask yourself, do I want to go to work?
Mhm.
If your answer is no, that's already an indication
Mhm.
that something is telling you to do something else.
Okay.
So
Wow.
I used to do that also. I challenge a lot of people. Just keep asking yourself 3 consecutive days, do I want to go to work? If for 3 days
Mhm.
consecutive you said, I don't want
Mhm.
to,
Mhm.
that's again another indication.
And I like what you're saying now. 3 consecutive days, because that means it's not burnout if it is just temporary. Tama ba? If you just wake up one day, for example, iba ang mood mo, hindi siya burnout. You have to have that established pattern or consistency in your mood.
Yeah, there has to be. I mean, lalo na women have so many emotions that we ourselves cannot understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I think men also have emotions, except that they don't acknowledge it. And your
Mm-hmm.
emotions really are going up and down. It's like, di ba, yun sa the life machine, right? Our life was
Yes.
really meant to be like that. Our emotions is a search of up and down for you to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're already reaching the flat stage, kumbaga sa lifeline, sa life machine mo, if your life machine at work
Mm-mm.
is already reaching the flat stage of no, 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 and
Mm-mm.
it gets flat, then it's dead, it's dying already. So that
Mm-mm.
is an indication itself that, oh, you either be doing something, looking for something, or finding joy, finding something that gives you joy.
Hi, this is Louis Banta, CEO and Chief Consultant of LJMB or Learning Just Made Better. Thanks for watching my video. To get more videos like this, click subscribe and hit the bell icon below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and share this to others.